And, in a little bit of awkwardness, one final component to this part I discovered after closing out the last part, when you will see this when it's edited all the way through, that there is one final quest that's part of 4.3. So, without further ado, let us complete this quest. Emissary of the Dawn. With thoughts of Alphina's plight weighing heavy on her mind, Alize might welcome some company. It's been an eventful few days, hasn't it? But I suppose all we can do now is wait for word from Alphina. I don't recall the last time I had nothing pressing to be getting on with. We should probably make the most of it. Shall I put on some tea? Tea would be lovely. You may regale me with the tale of your adventures in the Far East and of your encounter with this new primal especially. I'll put the kettle on then, and that table looks free if you'd like to take a seat. I'll take care of the tea. You can claim us the table. It is pronounced Tsukuyomi, correct? Yep. A figure from Far Eastern mythology, no doubt. Can't believe I missed a quest. Okay, upon sitting at the table, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Well, I did dedicate myself to finishing 4.3 completely. I might as well see this through. Let us just hope that there are no interruptions via disconnect, like last time. Interesting. So this Tsukuyomi was summoned in much the same manner as Susanoo, via the medium of a sacred relic. That's right, they believe their gods, or kami, reside in physical objects. Given the danger they represent, it may behoove us to begin a catalogue of such relics. But if we are to contain the threat, we will require a better understanding of the summoning method itself. I believe I shall pay a visit to Doma and learn what I can on the subject. A fine idea, and I know for a fact that our friends in Doma would be grateful for any information which could help to prevent further summoning in the region. I will pen you a letter of introduction. Lord Heian will wish to welcome our resident expert on etherology. Greetings. Could it be that I'm in time for tea? It certainly looks that way. Come, sit down and tell us how your investigation went. After you left, I went about questioning Bloodhouse gravekeepers. They all told much the same story. Once Lise and her officers had confirmed Xenos dead, his corpse was interred under strict supervision. There seems to be little reason to doubt their testimony on that point, but when I mentioned the defacement of Xenos' grave, accounts grew rather more vague. None reported having seen any suspicious persons in the vicinity, and all assumed the act to have been perpetrated by a vengeful Alamegan. Crucially, however, I was able to confirm that when the offending scroll was removed as per Lisa's instruction, no one involved thought to check the contents of the coffin. By that stage, 'tis like that the corpse was already missing. Assuming Xenos has not, in fact, risen from the dead, we are left with two possibilities. Either the body was disposed of to lend credence to the claims of an extremely committed imposter, or an Asian has taken up residence within it. Charming. If Asahi was a fervent devotee, as you believe, he would not have been fooled by an impersonation, however committed. Impersonation, however committed. We must assume that we are dealing with an Asian to proceed accordingly. Agreed. The question is, how many more such monsters are waiting for Alphino and Garlemald? Their presence was his chief reason for going. He understood the risks. I only hope he did not underestimate the extent of the infestation. Meanwhile, on the Imperial hypersonic airship L-25 or 5025. Well, if it's 25, then... Well, if it were all together, that would be 85. I guess. Master Alphino, we are making good speed towards our destination. Is aught amiss? Nay, 'tis just I can see naught from my cabin, and was curious to know the land over which we flew. I'm afraid our military craft are built with little thought for such niceties. I am happy to indulge your curiosity, however. We are presently passing over the burn on the western edge of Othard. Even with the benefit of a porthole, your gaze would have been greeted with naught but mounds upon mounds of lifeless earth. I have read something of the burn. It was described as a desolate wasteland, bled dry of every last drop of ether. Aye, it is believed that a succession of icon summonings was responsible. When Emperor Solus first came to Othard and beheld this blight, he is said to have reeled at the scale of the devastation. He declared icons a threat to our very star and issued an imperial-wide decree ordering the eradication of such entities. Uh-oh. What? Huh? Report! We're under attack, sir. Magitech only. No visible designation. Magitech? But who? All cannons, return fire. Damage report. The main reactor's been hit. Helm unresponsive. We're going down, sir. Damn it, they knew exactly where to hit us. All hands, brace for impact. What? Glad to have you back, Master Alphino. We have landed in one piece, more or less. But the air filtration system is damaged, and the ship is filling with smoke. We must gather the survivors and get out while we still can. Aye, aye. Oh wait, we end on a duty? What the? What? Whoa. What the? Okay. Found it. Not here. Not like this. What the? What? Who in the Emperor's name? Enemies of our enemies. Introductions can wait. You are calm in a crisis, Master Alphino. Let us finish this then. Okay. Okay, so that happened. Now what's going on here? My thanks. Your intervention proved most timely. Well, well, I did not think to meet an Eorzean in this place, let alone a scion. You know of me, sir? I have some small history with your order. But I would speak of the present. Know your assailants and the severity of your predicament? The soldiers bore the insignia of the Emperor's personal guard, and I could venture a guess as to their motive, but you yet have us at a disadvantage, sir. Would you not tell us who you are? Our names are not yours for the asking, and as for our purpose, let this be your answer. An Asian mask. I was gonna say the same thing. The face of our prey. We must away before more arrive. Come with us or stay, but make your choice now. Even should we manage the long trek out of the burn and secure passage to the capital, we would no doubt be greeted by the Emperor's guard. Indeed, we accept your gracious offer. Shadow Hunter will suffice for the present. That glove looks familiar. Come. Two red masks, four black masks. What is that one? Where have I seen that before? That felt very familiar. Oh, this is intolerable. But as much as I wish it were otherwise, there is nothing we can do for Alphino now but pray for his success. Well, that is not entirely true. While your brother journeys to Garlemald from the east, I could make my way there from Alamigo and find out what there is to be learned in the Empire's western provinces. Then I'm coming with you. I can't very well sit here sipping tea if there's action to be taken. Forgive me, Alize, but the provinces are hostile territory, and stealth is all important. It is safer that I go alone. I can sneak well enough when the situation demands it. Don't patronize me. We should leave this to Thancred. I'll go with him. I wouldn't mind a trip to Garlemald or seeing more of the provinces, seeing more of the the world we live in, but I got a feeling I'm needed elsewhere, so I'm just gonna go with the first one. Besides, I'm too prominent. I understand your frustration. Not you two, Myrokos. I understand your frustration, Alize, but Myrokos has the right of it. We must defer to Thancred's expertise in this matter. Fine. Just promise me you'll be careful. Well, I'd best put on my skulking boots. There will be no room for mistakes once I've crossed the border from Alamigo. Alize and her brother bicker as all siblings do, but she worries for him nonetheless. It would be a kindness if you were to visit from time to time and distract her from her cares. It seems that praying is to be the extent of my contribution after all, but I will stay behind as I have been bid. We all have our talents. Mine just happen to involve a silver tongue and soft souls. I promise to send word the moment I learn aught of consequence. See that you notify me too. I mean to depart for Doma as soon as I find a suitable East Aldenard vessel to bear me thither, but I shall return if I am needed. Be sure to drop in whenever you're next in the area, Myrokos. With any luck, I'll have a painfully detailed report from Alphino to share. You've learned the emote Ponder. Okay, now it appears I am done, though it's strange that that is the way they ordered it. You'd think they would have ordered it the other way around. But then again, I'm now, though you can't see it because it's covered up, I've got the chat box covered up. It says a new chapter of New Game Plus has been added, so now it's officially done. So with that, if you're watching this on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, give me a follow on Twitch, hit the notification bell there, and I shall see you anon, friends.